This is called Easter Kool-Aid Pie, but it's not really a pie.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Banks 12.
Hello everyone. For the crust, you're going to need 2 2/3 cups of graham wafer crumbs and 1/2 cup of melted butter. I'm using salted butter, but you can use unsalted if you'd like. Stir that around until all the crumbs are moistened with the butter, and you're going to press it into a springform pan. Now my springform pan, I've lined it with parchment paper, bottom and sides, and I greased it a little bit, but I probably didn't have to. Then you're going to put in your graham cracker crumbs and spread them out evenly so that they cover the bottom and go up the sides right to the top as well. And I found it was easier to do the sides just using my fingers and just gently pressing and pulling those graham cracker crumbs up to the top of the edge. And then put this in the refrigerator and it's going to get nice and firm. Now for the filling, you will need 1/2 of a can of sweetened condensed milk in a bowl. Add to that 1 package of Kool-Aid. This is cherry. You can use whatever red color you want. Could be strawberry. Stir that around and continue to stir until it dissolves and you'll get a very, very vibrant red color. And for some strange reason, it gets really thick. It gets very, very thick. Then set that aside. Now in another bowl, you'll put 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and you're going to whip this up until you get stiff peaks. And if it starts to turn yellow on you, you probably need to stop because you're making butter. Once your whipped cream is ready, you'll add in that sweetened condensed milk mixture. Now I put about half of it in there and gave it a stir just to see what kind of color I was going to get because I wanted a pale pinkish color. I didn't want red. And I probably put about 3/4 of that mixture in. I didn't use all of it for this particular layer. I'll show you here. Maybe I used 2/3 of it. Then take that mixture and put it in the bottom of your crust and then spread it around. Now I'm using an offset spatula to do this. If you don't own an offset spatula, you need to go buy one. Because if you do any kind of frosting or anything that you have to level that's in a container, this makes your life a lot easier. Then place this in the refrigerator while you move on to the second layer, which basically is going to repeat of the first layer. You'll take 1/2 a can of sweetened condensed milk, add to that a packet of Kool-Aid. I'm using the Grape in this particular case. Keep stirring until it gets a uniform color, and then you'll add it to your whipped cream. Now how much you add is kind of up to you. You probably should add the whole amount. You're going to get a more intense flavor and a brighter color, but I was really looking for pastels for this particular one. I can't remember how much I used of the purple. I think I used most of it for this to get this color. And then add it to the pie, put that on top of your pink layer, spread it around and put it back in the fridge. And then we're going to do the same thing again. This time we're going to use the yellow, which is going to be the lemonade Kool-Aid. Now this one, the color of the lemonade is not very yellow. It's just very, very light yellow. So for this one, I did add just a tiny bit of yellow food coloring, gel paste food color, just to intensify the color, just a tiny bit. But that's up to you. You don't have to add food coloring if you don't want to. And then fold that into your whipped cream and then you're going to put that on top of the purple layer. I used up pretty much all of it in this particular layer. And then finally, we're going to do the blue, which is the blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Mix that into 1/2 a can of sweetened condensed milk. And then once again, stir it around. And then put it into the whipped cream. And for this one, I used all of it in it to try to get the color. And it's more of a tealy kind of a blue color. It's not a really dark blue. And then put this in the fridge and let it sit there for several hours or overnight before you try to cut into this. Here is the dessert that's been chilled in the refrigerator. We'll pop off that springform pan ring. And it comes off easily because of the parchment. Peel the parchment paper off and look how pretty and clean that edge is on that graham wafer crust. And because of that parchment paper on the bottom, it slides off very easily onto a serving plate. And because it's thoroughly chilled, it stays together very, very nicely. And now I'm going to take a slice out. Now the first slice is always the hardest one, and you'll notice when I pop this slice out that part of the crust near the tip of the piece is kind of missing. But the other slices were okay. You can decorate your slices by adding a little bit more whipped cream on top, adding some Easter sprinkles or some little Easter candies if you'd like. And what does this taste like? Well, it tastes like fruity whipped cream. It's not overly sweet. However, it's pretty much just fruity whipped cream in a graham wafer crust. So it would be a good dessert if you had a big dinner and everyone was looking for just something light. But overall, I think if I were to make this again, I would put it in dessert cups instead. It'd be a lot less trouble. You could use piping bags and just pipe in each layer and then add some decorations on top. So there you go. Easter pie-ish, kind of like pie, but not pie. It's more like a cake, but it's not cake. Now, in my opinion, if you want an Easter dessert that has all the same lovely colors, but tastes a lot better, it would be this Easter cheesecake. If you want to see this video, go ahead and click on your screen or see the link in the description box below. Thank you for watching.